Hi there, I'm Shasta Criss. I'm here at the DGA headquarters, and as part of Team DGA, it's my pleasure to offer you this special putting tutorial. If you talk to pros and ask them what the most important part of their game is, most of them will say putting inside the circle. So that's mainly what I'm going to focus on today. I'll start with the basics, go over grip, stance, my putting routine, and a few other tips that I know will help you gain confidence inside the putting circle. So first off, let's start with grip. Pretty much any successful putter uses some kind of version of the fan grip. What a fan grip is, basically it's a really light grip. You want the putter to come out of your hand smoothly. So as you can see, I have my index finger just kind of slightly on the rim. I try to tell people to avoid putting it on the edge of the rim. You'll see beginners doing this. I would avoid doing that and get it underneath. It's easier to get your fingers out of the way when you're releasing the putt that way. The middle finger is what actually holds the disc flat in place. Your grip point between your thumb and your pinkies is going to be where most of your pressure is. And like I said, you want a really light grip. Like if you were getting set up for your grip, somebody could come over and walk and pull it right out of your hand. You know, as versus a driver, you want it to be holding it firm. A putter, you want to be hold light. So you notice the arm movement in a putt is very minimal. There's a nice curve in my arm, and I'm really just moving it up and down. So there's not much movement in the elbow like this. So there's a line between my front foot, the basket, and the putter. We're all connected. It's more just a kind of like a pendulum motion. That way, you know, if you start putting like this, you'll notice that you're going to be a lot more consistent. It's just going to come out the same way every time if you just keep that motion simple, up and down. So next I'd like to go over stances. There's basically two different kinds of stances. There's the straddle stance, which is both your feet square at the basket and coming from your center. I'll usually use a straddle putt inside the circle when I have an obstacle that I need to get around. Say there's a tree here, I'll have 1 foot behind the tree, and that way I'm able to stretch out. And then the way I like to putt is front foot forward. So basically, if you were looking at a clock, my front foot would be pointing at 12 o'clock, and then I like to have my back foot somewhere around 10 o'clock. And it's a very athletic stance, scrouts a little bit. And what I like to do is start with my weight on the back, and when you're releasing their putt, I would say about 80-90% of your weight's going to be on your front foot. I'd like to go over what I do on a putt to get ready. So, first of all, I probably would have a mini on the ground. And what I'll do is I'll come up, put my foot behind the mini, get my nice athletic stance, be nice and relaxed, and I like to visualize where I'm going to see the putt flying halfway there. Because if you can hit that spot that it's supposed to be halfway there, it's going to go in. I do focus on a spot on the basket, usually like a chain link or a welded together pot, but the first thing I look at is where I want to see the putter flying. Visualization. And you probably noticed that I exhaled right there, right when I putt. It's another part of my routine that I started doing probably about 6 months ago, and it really helped me, especially on those short putts. It kind of just like takes away the yips. When you do a nice exhale, it kind of gives you something to focus on versus results. You're actually just focusing on exhaling and releasing the putt. All right, this is Shasta Criss tuning out here. Thank you for checking out my tutorial. Hopefully it helped. Basically, go home and practice. I like to spend about 20 minutes a day practicing putting. That's what keeps it consistent. And if you need any other pointers, check out our DGA tutorials on YouTube or check out our website, discgolfassociation.com. All right, take care.